Hey guys, so I'm back doing a style of video I love so much. It's a review, and this one is a theatre review, which I really love doing. I don't get to do them too often, but this month I've got quite a few theatre trips planned, so you better enjoy theatre reviews because there's a lot coming your way. This week I got the chance to see Funny Girl at the Savoy Theatre, and it's a musical I didn't know huge amounts about beforehand, and I think that's because there haven't actually been that many revivals of it, mainly because it's so heavily associated with the original actress to play the principal that no one really wants to fill Barbra Streisand's shoes, and I guess it must be pretty daunting because, you know, it's Barbra Streisand. But the actress originally cast to play Fanny Bryce in this production was Sheridan Smith, and in the beginning she kind of pulled out of a few performances, and then it was announced that her understudy would be taking over the part. So I saw Natasha J. Barnes as Fanny Bryce instead of Sheridan Smith, and she was brilliant. She was fantastic. Her singing voice was incredible. The way she played Fanny Bryce was not only funny, but in the beginning when she was kind of awkward, it was super relatable. And yeah, she was just fantastic, and I hope that anyone who booked the tickets because of Sheridan Smith was as blown away as I was by Natasha J. Barnes, because she was so good. I've never actually seen Sheridan Smith in the West End, so I have no real comparison, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Natasha J. Barnes was amazing. So my next point is going to sound super naive because of the name of the show, but it was actually quite funny, and I didn't realise how funny it was going to be. But especially in the first half, there were so many laugh out loud moments, and yeah, I just didn't realise this was going to happen, which I say it sounds naive because the name of the show is literally Funny Girl. I just didn't add two and two together, but yeah, it was just quite funny. And like how I didn't realise it was going to be funny, I didn't realise I was going to enjoy the songs as much as I would. I'm not sure why. I think it's because recently I've been really into contemporary musicals like Newsies and Spring Awakening, and this is more of a classic kind of musical, but I still really enjoyed all the songs. They're super, just, you know, this super musical theatre. You just, yeah, the songs you want to dance to. And the set, there wasn't huge amounts of set, but there was one thing I really liked. They had these conveyor belts that moved bits of set on and off stage, but people also used them. Some people did use them to move on and off at certain scenes, but they also used it if characters were moving like from one place to another in a scene. They'd be on the conveyor belt, but often this would be during a song. And so they'd be dancing, but they'd be dancing kind of so it was in the opposite direction to the conveyor belt was moving, so they stayed on the same spot. But because the conveyor belt was still moving, you knew they were still like moving to their destination, and it was just something I really liked. It was kind of subtle, and I probably shouldn't have spent so long trying to explain it, but yeah, I liked the way that worked. And I hope my hands' actions made it understandable for anyone that hasn't seen it. There was one thing about the set though that did confuse me a little bit, and it's the only negative I'm going to bring up in this whole review, is because there weren't any other negatives. They had people stood kind of half in the wings, half on stage, often doing like an action or some sort of dance sequence, and there was almost like a mirror behind them, so it almost looked like there were more than one person there, and I was trying really hard to figure out why they were half on stage, and then I'd be looking too much at them rather than the main action, because obviously they're just a side thing and not what I'm actually meant to be looking at, and that made it more distracting than it should have been. If you just have backing dancers somewhere either on the side or at the back, then you know that they're backing dancers and you can still watch the main characters. But if you have this weird half on half stage mirror effect going on, then I don't know where to look, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on over there, but there's actually important stuff going on over here. And yeah, for me it was confusing, but I think it's because I couldn't figure out what was meant to be happening. If you didn't spend so long looking at it, then obviously it's not going to be as much as a distraction. But yeah, for me it didn't work. For others it might not have distracted them as much, but I don't know. But still, I really enjoyed it. Overall, it was a fantastic show. I'd recommend it to any musical theatre lover, and you have until October 8th to see it, because it's closing, because Dreamgirls is coming to the Savoy afterwards. Like, that opens in November, so if you want to see it, you have until October 8th. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've seen Funny Girl and what you thought of it, or if you're going to see it, and we'll both just be very excited in the comments. Check out my social network links, they'll be in the description as usual. Share this video with your friends so everyone can see it, and most importantly, if you want to see more videos like this, remember to subscribe. Bye!